Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hokies will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense will get first crack at it today. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wide out. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Soft spot in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. In the red area, it's Davidson. Makes one man miss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Line getting set on second down. Running inside. It's Davidson. Finding some room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And, man, this defense has given up some plays, and this is not how they talked about it. They talked about it with us coming into the game, starting fast. They haven't. They've given up a bunch of yards. But if you get off the field here and you can force a field goal here, the yards don't matter. It could still be a pretty good possession.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Working that left side now. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Right on the money. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. Just
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can...
Here's a little room there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Wesco's got it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He might want another play. He'll run it again. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Hokey, 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 high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built, just a tough group of individuals.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Hokies are in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Overton. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Runs for the tackle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Gets away from one, finds some space. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The run inside. It's Johnson.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Off play action on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Oh, throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. And this guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Now they're going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field. But when the strong safety saw the ball in quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Just plowing ahead. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Johnson.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Got it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush. And all of a sudden, people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The run inside. It's Davis. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Ryan. Gets it to him on the screen. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Longhorns with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The give to Davis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
defense, this is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running through contact. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yard.
Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll ride Davis here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Ryan. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Red pass hits complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Johnson. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
And it started with their offense. They put him in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point...
Ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The give to Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming, keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Finds his tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On second and goal, he carries again. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll ride Davis here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half.
Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
There's a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Under fire. QB got it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here comes the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. He makes the catch, and he's free. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Clemson jumps to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Moore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. And
Listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. The run inside. It's Davis. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Gonna run it. It's Overton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They're going to ride this running back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and try to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. Looking to throw. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Runs through a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. The Tigers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. On the option. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys